Alright, what's up everybody? It's been a minute since I recorded the last video, a lot's gone on, but, so basic rundown of, right now I'm talking about my house buying journey. I'm wearing this hoodie because it's cold in this cabin. I'm staying in a cabin. I said that in the last video. It's just got a wall heater, so I'm freezing in here. Let's see, 24 degrees outside. And I got a little wall heater to heat this whole cabin, but we'll get by. So long story short, I was looking at houses, didn't really see anything I cared for. The one I did care for wouldn't have passed inspection, and if FHA loan wouldn't have let me buy it, so I had to kind of let it go. Because that house I loved, it was like stone masonry and stuff, but yeah, that one had to fall through the cracks. And so then I went to Huntland to look at this house, and this is after looking at like 6-7 houses. And this house is, like a stone house. I'll put some pictures up over the video and kind of go over it, or maybe I'll do a whole separate video on this. But anyways, I toured this house, 2.5 acres. It's out in the country. All around me is just really open farmland. There's a barn right next to me, but it looks like they just keep equipment in there, and then there's a church there. But other than that, it's mostly just open all around me. The next house over from that house is probably like 6 acres between us. But anyways, I don't have the house yet. I toured it. They wanted $130,000 for it, and it's a stone house. Kind of, the basement isn't finished at all. It was listed as a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. There's only 1 bathroom upstairs. There's 1 bathroom downstairs in the basement, but it's pretty much unusable. So it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. And so that kind of devalued it in my head a little bit. And went through the house. The floor plan's super unoptimized. They used to have, I don't remember what they're called, like boiler heaters, I think is what they're called. But anyways, there's holes in the floor with grates, like the metal grating. And instead of taking that out when they upgraded to the central, they just put rugs over it. So there's literally grates going down into the basement, where if you pull the rug up, you can just see through it. Just like metal, literally mesh, kind of like that. But so there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, I can fix that. It's not really a big deal. It's just devalues the house a little bit for me. So I really lowballed him, because 2.5 acres is quite a bit, and I said 105,000. I did that. They came back with, and that was 105 me paying closing, by the way. And they came back with 117,000. And I almost offered 115,000, and them paying closing. And I got to thinking about it. 117 and then paying closing was worth it. And I didn't really want to do this back and forth for weeks. And we were pretty close to the same price, so I just came up, because that 115 was kind of my max, and what's $2,000 more in the grand scheme of things. But then, so that all happened. They approved it, and then I hired someone to come do a home inspection. And when they did the home inspection, he found around the chimney they didn't do the flashing right. They just put the flashing against the chimney, and then caulked it on the top instead of putting a notch in the chimney in like the grout and then sliding the flashing in there. You're supposed to take, you carve a little notch in the grout, you slide the flashing in there, and then bend it down, and then you caulk up there. But they just laid it flat against the chimney and caulked it. So it wasn't leaking, but it's prone to leaking, and it probably will leak pretty quickly. Got something in both of my eyes. But so he found that the it's got a metal roof that looks like it's been recently resealed, and then the screws on that metal roof had been, they put some caulk over them or whatever the sealant is, but it was cracking, and so he pointed that out. There was no return for the AC, like where you put the filter. There isn't one upstairs. It's just downstairs in the basement, so it wouldn't circulate right to keep upstairs and downstairs even temperature. So that's a concern. I'm trying to think what else there was. Oh, the gutters weren't cleaned. They were really nasty. They were routed. It's a basement house, and only the back part of the house is really underground. But they were routed down the back of the house, and then it just stopped right there, and it was just dumping water right on the back of the house. And you don't want that when you have a basement. You want to route it around the outside of the house. So he pointed that out. Someone needs to take and clean the gutters out. So they need a little bit of repair. The fascia boards and pretty much all the exposed roof parts, like the wood, the fascia boards, and can't think what the other part's called, but the part that goes underneath the fascia boards, like here, and the part that goes right here underneath it. I had a hard time visualizing that for a second. All that's kind of got a little bit of damage just from bugs and weather. The paint's peeling, so he pointed that out. Really, that's the biggest of the major concerns. The basement doors, French doors, and they're leaking around there a little bit. He just pointed out a lot of little stuff, and that kind of made me feel a little less confident about the price. So after the inspection, I got with my real estate agent, and we requested for pretty much all the stuff I just said to either be fixed or to drop the cost down enough to make it worth it for me to buy if I have to fix it, because I can fix pretty much all that. If I don't know how to do it, I'll learn, and that's just who I am as a person. I won't really pay anybody to do stuff unless I have to, because I'd rather learn how to do it myself so that I never have to pay someone to do it again. And so while that's all going on, I got with my loan company, and they asked for a bunch of paperwork. So I sent them like my W-2s, all the stuff you have to send them for a home loan. And now I'm just waiting on them to get I'm waiting on them to get back with me about repairing that stuff. I'm waiting on the bank. They're getting their inspection, I guess their appraisal, which I got an email saying that the appraisal had been paid for, because not the bank, but it's a loan company. The loan company is running a special where they pay for the appraisal right now. So I got an email though saying that the appraisal was paid and that he was going to go out there. They still have to make an appointment with him and the owners of the property to go out there and look at it. But so at this point in time, I'm really just waiting on that appraisal to go through. I gotta send a few more pieces of paperwork in for the loan company, and I gotta wait to hear back from the owners about repairing that or taking some price off of the house. I ran into one major concern. Whenever I first looked at the house, I went on one of these crappy websites where you can check to see what internet's available real quick, and I just whatever blah 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 typed it in, and it said AT&T was available out there, and I thought, okay, that's good. AT&T's fine. It's not the best, but I can deal with that. So then I put the offer in on the house, and here I am this far in, and then I finally actually called AT&T, and they don't offer service out there. So I called around a whole bunch of places, and the only place that I see right now is HughesNet, and that's kind of a problem. But I kind of want to get away from being on the internet so much, but starting a YouTube channel, I need some sort of internet. But I figured I did check the cell phone service out there, and I get good cell phone service. So if I have to, I can tether my phone for the sake of uploading video or whatever. And maybe I know Verizon's setting up some 4G internet right now, so maybe I can get in on that whenever it's available in that area. I don't think it is yet. But this is really just an investment. I may only live in this property for a year or two and then leave and move somewhere else and rent it out. I just got it because I see potential in fixing it up and flipping it, because I mean it's not ugly, but it's dated. It's very badly dated, and it needs a lot of updating. And there's stuff that's not terrible but could be better. The floor plan is so wasteful. That's the biggest upgrade I'm going to do, is take that floor plan. It's got a hallway. It's 1,000 square foot upstairs, and it's got a hallway, and that's just so much wasted space. And I found a way that I can take that hallway and turn it from a 2-bed 1-bath into a 2-bedroom 2-bath, where both the bedrooms are bigger, and you have a master bath. Both bedrooms will still have a closet, and then you'll have a regular bathroom. You'll take a little bit of space. Let me think. Yeah, it takes a little bit of. There's a linen closet now. You won't have a linen closet anymore. And that's all you'll take space from, really. And then open up the floor plan between the living room, dining room, and kitchen. There's a lot of wasted space there, so I'm going to capitalize on that. And if I had to, I think I could take a little more space out of the kitchen for the sake of maybe if I need it for the other bathroom, for the regular bathroom or something, but I don't think I'll have to do that. And there's no, well, the way I have it planned out, if there was load bearing walls, I'd be fine, because the 2 bedrooms, I'm literally going to split down the middle of the house. Like the center of the house will be here, and both bedrooms are going to be like that on the back of the house. And then but anyways, if there was load bearing walls, that'd be okay. But I don't need load bearing walls, because it's got the exposed beams, and then it's got a big like 4x8 beam straight through the middle, and it's up on the block on each side, holding those beams. So I could probably get away with not even having support across the whole house, because it's only 1,000 square foot house. But I'm gonna put something probably somewhere in the middle. I don't want my roof to start caving in when that wood gets weak. So I don't like having all my faith in that one beam. And then, yeah, some other plans for the house. I mean, the big thing is the floor plan and putting another bathroom in there. With it being a basement, it's easy to run the plumbing. I know a plumber like a certified plumber that we're on good enough terms that he'll just come out and check my work and make sure I did a good job. I buy him lunch, give him some money, whatever. He'll be happy, and it'll save me a lot of money. And then, yeah, open up the kitchen, and I mean, paint that. It's got wood walls, wood cabinets, wood floors. It's one of those houses where everything's wood. So I'm probably gonna. It's got hardwood floor, but when I redo the floor plan, that's gonna mess up. The hardwood floor is in pretty good shape too, so it kind of sucks. But it's gonna mess up the flooring, because where walls are now, they won't be there anymore. And also, someone's already messed it up, because one of the bedrooms, it's hardwood floor for a majority of it. Then in the back part of it, they put like linoleum flooring. I don't know. I think they took out a bathroom or something. It probably had 2 bathrooms, and they took one out to make the room bigger, because the room must have been tiny. But yeah, it's got half one floor, half another. It's pretty ugly. And in the process of doing that, that'll make it so I can take the floor grates out and maybe put some subflooring down there. And then if I have to, I can put some, like, I'll have to research. I think I can put some thin set down there to level the floor with the hardwood floor, like the subflooring that I put down where the grates are. And yeah, obviously frame it underneath to hold that up, because the frame's already there. It just needs to be extended all the way. And then landscaping. The house has like a really beautiful yard. The backyard is like going up a really big hill, and the hill even goes off of the property. But there's a bunch of giant rocks, like literally huge rocks, stones and stuff, and it's just a really nature oriented property, and it's really nice to look at. There's already a fire pit back there with a cleaned out area and a little barn to like park a lawnmower in or whatever. It's not a barn. It's a little. I guess it would be a barn technically, but it's got a lot of potential. There's a lot that needs to be done, but at the same time, I could move in tomorrow and live in it, and just do a little here and there and probably be fine. Of course, with no internet, I'm gonna have no outlet to use all my energy, so I'll probably be doing a lot of renovating constantly. And the whole basement's open, so one big thing that I planned on doing is having a nice gym down there, because it's a whole different experience to be able to get out of bed, make you coffee or whatever, eat some eggs, go down into your basement in the gym, and just work out and not have to drive somewhere and wait for people to get done with equipment that you need, whatever. Especially with this COVID stuff, everything's weird. Like every other machine is shut or is like um, out of order, I guess, not usable. So you have like half the gym you normally would, and the same amount of people. So, and it's just really not smart to go to the gym. But with what I've been going through, the gym is probably the only thing keeping me, positive about all of it. Because you may go home and think, oh, I was living in a house and now I'm in a cabin and freezing, having to wear a hoodie inside. But then I go to the gym and I watch the progress there, and so it makes me feel like I'm not just sitting here doing nothing. It kind of gives me, I mean, I have school, I'm doing projects in school keeping me busy, so I've just really been doing a lot of keeping myself busy and building myself, I guess. And that's honestly living in this cabin. If this is the worst that happens to me, I'm a lot better off than some people. Not most people. I'm a lot better off than some people, because I mean, I don't mean that arrogantly. I'm saying it could be so much worse, and there's no reason to complain when you're in a situation like this. But now I'm just rambling, so that's an update on where I'm at. And I'll probably, I've got footage of me and Cody going hiking. I'll probably make a video kind of showing that footage of Machine Falls. We went again because the first time we went, all my footage I was dumb and I recorded. I don't have an actual camera yet, but I've got the Google Pixel. It's got a good camera, but I recorded this way on half of it and this way on the other half of it. And I don't know why I did it. I just wasn't thinking. Rookie mistake. But this time I've got good footage, so I'll be putting that together in a video, and I'll probably make a video of like kind of explaining my actual plans on renovating the house. And then if the house doesn't go through, I mean, it's good practice to kind of look at a project or look at, like, for instance, this house. I can look at it and see what the potential is, and it's good to do that and not have to actually tear into it to see the potential. So it'll be good to have a game plan before I even buy it. And if it doesn't go through, which it should, I don't see why it wouldn't, but if it doesn't, then it's practice, and on the next house I'll know what to look for. I'll know where I went wrong. Anyways, that's all I've got for this video, and I'm probably gonna start working on the other video right after this and try to get it done tomorrow and uploaded too. So thanks for watching. Help me out if you can. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, and there's gonna be a lot of videos to come. I'm slowly getting used to this, so it'll get better and better. So just stick with me, and any advice is welcome. So thank you.